Hi folks, it's Mike Sullivan with Florida Homes Realty and Mortgage. I want to share with you a few thoughts this afternoon about the top 5 concerns that sellers have in selling their home. As Robin and I have talked to different sellers and interviewed them on listing their house or selling their house, inevitably these 5 things are what's in common for all of the sellers out there. So let's get started and we'll take a look at what they are. Probably the most important factor in selling your home, and the one that's of utmost concern to everybody, is price. Price is essential to be appropriately determined if you're going to get the most money for your home. As this little chart shows, as price goes up, what happens is the number of buyers actually decreases, and you lose potential buyers if your home was priced at market value. And this is where you want your price to be set, is right in this range where the market has the greatest demand for your home. If you price it over that, many buyers just don't look at the home for various reasons. On the flip side, if you price it too low, the number of buyers is actually larger, but you're leaving money on the table. You're pricing it below the market value, and which works to your detriment. Secondly, is the time to sell. That is also important to all sellers, and the actual time to sell your house, to a large degree, is determined by the motivation of the seller. There's a lot of times when a seller will want to sell his home quickly, in which case he would price it more aggressively in the market. And then there's other times when they have the luxury of time and they want to sell it for a little bit higher and can afford to wait for that buyer that's willing to pay a little more for the home. And second thing that impacts the time to sell is going to be the marketing plan itself. In any marketing plan, it consists of a strategy on price, product, and promotion. It's important to realize that your house is not a possession when you go to sell it as much as it is a product. And so you need to, as best you can, think objectively about the pros and cons of the house and what its strengths and limitations are. And then lastly is promotion, and getting exposure for the house that we want to sell. Third thing would be communication and feedback. So many realtors that I've seen, they put the house in the MLS and they just let it run its natural course, and they don't give any feedback to the seller. And this is really a major problem for a lot of realtors around the immediate area, as well as realtors in general. It's important to share with the seller feedback that we get from people who look at the home. When a buyer goes in to look at a home, he's either going to be interested or he's not. And a lot of times they'll tell you what their issues are for not making an offer on the home, and that can be a myriad of issues. It's important also that the realtor look at the market conditions. Things change over time. It's important that we recognize those changes and we adjust our marketing plan as needed so that we're positioning the home as best we can. The fourth thing is to develop a detailed marketing plan. If a realtor does not review the specifics of a marketing plan with you, that would be worthy of your concern. And there's 3 elements to a marketing plan: product, price, and promotion. And the marketing plan needs to identify all 3, and it needs to be very focused on how we are going to market the property in order to identify potential buyers and get those buyers into the house. Again, it should be unique to the property that's marketed, and if we see that it's not working the way we think it's going to be working, then we need to make adjustments. Last thing that is concern for sellers, and we hear this all the time once we are in a position that we begin to market the home, it's who's are the other members on your team. This is important because a realtor does not do everything alone in order to sell your home. Inspectors are a big part of the team. Lenders are a big part of the team. Title companies, surveyors, you see the list, and there's many, many more. There's often times that when we identify improvements we want to make in the house, we're going to need to call an AC guy or a roofing guy or, a handyman type person to make the improvements in the property that collectively we agree need to be addressed. So those are the top 5 things as we've gone around Gainesville and Alachua County that we continue to hear from sellers, and these kind of bubble up as being the 5 major concerns. If you have any questions on this or would like additional information, we're going to do additional videos to drill down a little bit on how to set the price. There are some techniques that you need to use there and you need to be aware of. But if you have any questions, feel free to give Robin or myself a call. We're the Steel Team with Florida Homes Realty and Mortgage. Our number again is 352-665-0073, 665-0073.